Hello, my name is Benjamin Berry and this is my Springboard presentation for my FMP of my final year. For this brief, it's a more broadened approach to a brief, and we kind of have to discover our own paths and create our own brief, which personally I find a quite daunting task, as I've never done or created a brief. So I'm going to take it as a more of an experience to discover new things and explore new techniques. So let me break down my springboard and tell you my theme. So during the half term, we were given the objective to find some objects around the house and, well, just find some objects. So these are some examples of some objects I found. I kind of done this subconsciously and took these items in and didn't really think about them too much, as I felt it was part of the workshops to try and create a theme. But from this I went to a peer discussion with one of my tutors and found a theme which links all of them, and that's travel and voyaging. From this I went on to movement, and well, from that I sort of felt like the movement of the water was fairly relevant. I was thinking either the air or water, and I think, well, the most primitive of travel is definitely boat and travelling by water, so I decided to take it as it was one of my personal interests, and it was my great granddad's job to create architectural boat designs, so I felt it was fairly relevant to me. From this I looked into and discovered a wide variety of architectural designers, such as Barry Burkus. Barry Burkus took organic designs and created architectural designs out of them. This is also an example of something I made. This was a organic, well, it was just a piece of paper and I screwed it up in some format to create a boat design and lay it over it. These are also relevant to Nordic designs, as Vikings were notorious for travelling and voyaging. This has also been applied to workshops such as Lino, where I created some Nordic designs and printed them on wood and paper. And then also I discovered some of my own personal interests, which were concept art, steampunk and sci-fi, and I kind of tried to incorporate all of them into each other and research into films such as Treasure Planet, which kind of combines the whole thing of a dystopian landscape and sci-fi and creates into one sort of example. So from this, I think I'm going to take the approach of creating a 3D model or an architectural model of some kind, I'm not too sure at the moment, and sort of play around with an audience's curiosities, I guess. I also had another peer discussion which involved talking about toys and how there were like plane kits or boat kits that played around with the audience curiosity, and you had to discover which the new parts were in new magazines and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm going to take that approach and kind of break down a model and see whether I can create like a kind of step-by-step model or some concept designs. So yeah, that was my breakdown. Thank you.